Today, we're going to rate the worst to the best suburbs in Baton Rouge. If you pick the wrong Baton Rouge suburb, you can seriously regret it fast. I'm serious when I say I've seen it happen more times than I can count. After helping dozens of families relocate here to the Baton Rouge area, I am going to rank the worst to the best around Baton Rouge. So we'll go from D tier all the way up to S tier using real data, real buyer behavior, and real market patterns. This video isn't just about what looks good online or what national rankings say. This is about how people actually live and move in the Baton Rouge market. And stay for the entire video because I'm going to share some hidden gems with you at the bottom of this video. And if you're thinking about making a move here, call, text, DM me anytime, or you can schedule a free consultation with me. Now let's get started. We're gonna start off with your Tier D homes and suburbs. This is going to be the areas with the most buyer hesitation right now. This is gonna be your North Baton Rouge and Baker area. This area is located off of Airline Highway and Florida Boulevard. These areas, the homes are typically much older, your pier and beam homes, and usually in need of some repairs and updates. You do have some really maintained homes in this area, but the price will reflect that as well. But when we talk about buyer hesitation, it's important to be clear. These areas are not bad markets. They are markets where buyers slow down, ask more questions, and take longer to commit. These hesitations show up in the days on the market, negotiations with behavior between the buyer and the seller, and price adjustments. And in parts of Baton Rouge, buyer activity has become inconsistent rather than absent. What the data tends to show us here is the median sales price is around $80,000 in the North Baton Rouge area. You don't see a lot of homes for sale in this area because when families buy in this area, they tend to stay in them for a long time. More frequent price adjustments during the listing period. Deals require stronger incentives to close. You still have activity in this area, but it's uneven. Investors have bought a lot of homes in this area, so you're going to see a lot of rentals in the area as well. Homes that recently are updated or priced aggressively still attract buyers in this area. Homes that need work are priced based on past peaks, often sit longer than sellers expect. Another factor slowing down the momentum is buyer research activity. You have your insurance costs, flood history, repairs needed, and resale predictability are becoming a central part of why buyers are having big conversations here before making the commitment. Even when the list price looks attractive, that extra layer of research adds friction. This doesn't mean homes don't sell. It means buyers take more time, and sellers need to be extremely cautious when they're pricing their houses as well. And the next one in the D tier is going to be your Baker area. The median price in Baker is around $205,000, which is about only a 2% price increase over the past few years. Baker is located off of I-110 and Highway 19. It's popular with buyers who work in the downtown area or they work in plants off of Highway 61. Downtown is only about 10 minutes away. Baker continues to attract attention based on its affordability, but demand has softened compared to nearby markets. Baker is home to our Baton Rouge Zoo, and my grandkids love going to the Baton Rouge Zoo there. Also, Baker, in the areas at Baker's, you have Baker Heights, Baker Estates, and Baker Oaks, often attract buyers looking for a mix of quiet neighborhood feel and easy access to the rest of the city, which shows up constantly in this area and consistently. Buyers are more sensitive to property conditions. Negotiations take longer. Monthly home ownership's costs are being scrutinized closely. Many homes still sell, but rarely without adjustments. The market here is less forgiving of overpricing and deferred maintenance in these homes or optimistic timelines. This doesn't mean Baker is declining. It means buyers are cautious, informed, and willing to walk away if the numbers don't make sense here in the Baker area. Next is we have C tier. You have markets with value and trade-off in the C tier. You have the Denham Springs area and the Port Allen area. Denham Springs is located off of I-12. The median sales price in the Denham Springs area is around $275,000 with about a 5% increase year over year. Denham Springs remains very active, but it's not uniform. These markets still offer opportunity, but performance varies sharply within them. Buyers who understand the micro differences do well. Buyers who lump everything together often get surprised. Closer in sections with established infrastructure tend to move with more predictability, especially around the Gibbon Crossing shopping mall area, because it's also located off of I-12, making it easier and more attractive for buyers who commute daily to Baton Rouge for work. The outer sections show commute times becoming a bigger decision. You also have to watch for flood zones in this area as well. Slower appreciation trends compared to closer areas inside of the Denham Springs area. The result is an uneven market. Some homes move quickly, others require a little patience, price and discipline, and some adjustments. This is one of those areas where knowing specific subdivisions matter more than knowing the city name. You have a lot of new construction in this area as well, in which all are required typically to build up above the flood zone, so they're typically not in a flood zone. So you're not required to have flood insurance. Some communities my past clients have liked in this area is the new Nickens Lake subdivision located off of 4-H Club Road. This is a DSLD community, and prices there usually start around $268,000. And then you have the Gibbon Gardens, which is located very close to I-12, which makes it very attractive. This is a newer community as well, and the builder is Alvarez Construction. Homes here typically start out around $360,000. And this community is a really nice community, really a close jump to just jumping on the interstate. Now let's talk about Port Allen. Port Allen appeals to buyers looking for value, but overall buyer activity has moderated. The median sales price in Port Allen is around $231,000. Prices have dropped about 15% in this area just over the last year, according to Realtor.com. The daily commute across the Mississippi River Bridge, because y'all, when traffic backs up on that bridge and you're just sitting on top, that is not fun. Sometimes you can be sitting in traffic up to an hour trying to get to East Baton Rouge. A lot of people who live in the Port Allen commute daily across that bridge, but it's also a route for the big 18-wheelers coming in, going to Houston and Dallas as well. You have slower turnover compared to the east side markets because people choose to live in that area to be close to family. Unless they're there by their family, they don't typically move. Homes often need sharper pricing to generate momentum. Without it, listings tend to sit longer than sellers anticipate, even when the home itself is solid. Some of my past clients have really liked the Oaks area, which is close to the bridge, close to getting across to I-10, and it's beautiful with the oak trees lining the streets. They love the charm of the older homes and just being close to being able to get to the other side of Baton Rouge, to the east side. So if you're selling or buying in one of these areas, the biggest advantage you can have is realistic expectations tied to the exact neighborhood, not the metro average. That's where strategy comes from. And if you want help breaking that down for your situation, feel free to reach out to me using the contact info popping up on the screen right now. Now, let's talk about the B-tier areas and suburbs. These areas are gonna be your Prairieville and your central suburbs. They are stable markets with selective demand. Prairieville is located off of I-10 or Highway 61 and about 20 minutes from Baton Rouge. The median sales price in Prairieville is around $372,000, which is down about 6.1% over the last, say, 3 years. Even though the market is slightly down some over the 3 years, it's leveling off since COVID. The Prairieville market is still really healthy, but buyers are deliberate, they're informed, and highly comparison driven. Home sells, but sellers have a lot of competition with all the new construction subdivisions in the area. So don't get much margin for error when they're pricing. Prairieville remains one of the most searched areas in Baton Rouge Metro due to its highly rated schools, as you can see on niche.com, but buyer demand is no longer evenly distributed across the entire area. Prairieville has some really good restaurants, boutique shopping as well, and you're just minutes from the Tanger Outlet in Gonzales. It's also known just for the schools itself, the A-rated schools, but also the mature landscaping and home predictability. People like to buy in Prairieville close to Airline Highway, especially if they're commuting to Baton Rouge or to New Orleans for work. The newer outer developments tell a different story. What's showing up more often is higher inventory levels within the same price ranges. Buyers are taking their time here. They're comparing floor plans, HOA costs, insurance quotes, and monthly payments line by line. Homes that feel priced based on yesterday's market, they just get passed over very quickly. Sales are still happening very much, but Prairieville is no longer a market where homes simply just sell because of its location. Presentation, pricing, and positioning matters far more. I often have buyers that want in the area, but they want to live closer to Airline Highway to make their daily commute more manageable for them in the Prairieville area. And some popular communities that my past clients have really liked have been the Meadows at Oak Grove. This community has a pool, a clubhouse, and it's literally only 2 minutes from Airline Highway. And our next community suburb that we're going to talk about is going to be the Central area. Central is located off of I-12 and about 30 minutes from Baton Rouge. The median sales price in Central is around $380,000 with a 12% price increase over last year. Central continues to perform solidly, but it has become a market of contrast. Central has been popular with a lot of my past clients due to its highly rated schools that they found on niche.com. The ratings are there. Established neighborhoods with proven resale history and finished infrastructure continues to transact efficiently. These areas benefit predictability, buyer expectations, steadier demand. Central also has many great shops, restaurants, and 2 popular communities there, and popular because they're walkable communities as well. One's going to be the settlement at Shoe Creek and Magnolia Square, and both are very attractive communities that you can walk to the shops and the restaurants there. Shoe Creek starts starts out around $200. The settlement Shoe Creek starts out around $290,000, and Magnolia Square is a little bit more, starting out in the mid 400s. Now, newer expansions of this area on the edge of Central are seeing longer days on the market, more negotiations around prices and repairs, buyers pausing longer before committing. As inventory increases in these newer pockets, buyers have more leverage and are less willing to just rush into a decision. That internal split places Central firmly in the middle of the demand spectrum. Homes that are priced realistically, well maintained, properly presented, still move fairly quickly. Optimistic pricing is being tested quickly, and the market responds faster than it did a few years ago. Now, let's talk about our A-tier suburbs. These areas consistently have strong demand markets. This is going to be your Zachary area, your Perkins Road corridors, and the Garden District area. These areas continue to show resilience even as buyers become more selective in surrounding markets. Zachary is located off of Highway 19 and it's about 30 minutes from Baton Rouge, traffic dependent. And the average home sales price in the Zachary area is around $283,458 with a price increase of about 12.3% year over year. Zachary has also been popular with some of my past clients due to the highly rated schools that you can see on niche.com. Zachary continues to show consistent buyer activity year over year, regardless of the broader market shifts. What stands out in current behavior is predictability resale patterns, lower price volatility compared to nearby areas, faster transaction timeline relative to the metro average. Buyers here tend to be more decisive once they commit. Listings that are priced appropriately don't linger in this area, and contract fall-through rates are less common. Even in slower market cycles, demands remain steady because buyers view Zachary as a long-term hold rather than a short-term play. Now, in Zachary, some of the popular communities have been their Americana. It's a really cute little subdivision. It's walkable. You'll have some restaurants. You'll have the YMCA right there that's walkable. You have a lake that you can walk or ride around, and it is a very strong community vibe in that area. And another subdivision is Copper Mill. It's a golf course community with a swimming pool and tennis courts. So they have both been very popular in that area. Also in our A-tier suburb, we have the Perkins Road corridor and Garden District area. The Perkins Road corridor and Garden District consistently operate under different dynamics than most of the metro areas. The Garden District area, the average sales price is around $465,000 with a 24% increase year over year, and that's pretty strong. The community is popular because of its walkability to City Park. LSU lakes are right there you can walk to as well. Its charm is big, mature oak trees. Each house has its own little charm and is uniquely different. What continues to show up in this area is limited inventory relative to demand, strong resale predictability, shorter days on the market compared to the surrounding areas. Buyers here are often highly motivated and already familiar with the trade-offs. Walkability, character, location outweigh concerns that slow buyers down elsewhere. Homes that are priced correctly rarely linger in this area, and when they do, it's almost always tied to pricing strategy rather than lack of demand. If you're getting some value out of this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm here to reach more people. Thank you. Now, let's talk about our S tier, which is going to be the highest demand and the most resilient market. That's going to be our Southeast Baton Rouge, Highland area, Perkins Road, Old Perkins area. Perkins Road area continues to attract steady interest, particularly in areas around Highland Road and nearby established corridors like Perkins area, where you have the Santa Maria subdivision. This area is located off of I-110 and Highland Road. The median price is around $403,000 off of the Highland area road, and this is going to be one of your more expensive areas to live in. In some of the more popular communities in the area, it's going to be Settlement at Willow Grove, which is off of Perkins Road, Santa Maria, which is off Old Perkins Road, the Country Club of Louisiana, which is a gated community. And these are going to be your areas that are going to go for a little bit more money in your mid-sixes. And these communities, the demand is supported by proximity to major employment centers. You have some of Baton Rouge's best restaurants. Shopping in this area, I love to go shopping in this area. A lot of the homes located along Highland Road, it is common to see them sometimes on an acre or more of land. A balance between available inventory and buyer demand for this area. Homes here benefit from familiarity. Buyers understand this area. They feel comfortable with the resale expectations and often come in with fewer unknowns. These markets show the strongest insulation from border market shifts and buyer hesitation. That mindset creates steadier demand and reduces volatility during market shifts. Homes here tend to attract buyers who plan to stay longer, which support value retentions even when broader conditions soften here in this area. As a result, pricing holds more consistently and transaction behavior remains relatively calm compared to other areas. Why does this matter? Baton Rouge is not one housing market. It's dozens of micro markets behaving differently at the same time. The biggest mistake we see heading into 2026 are not driven by fear. They come by assumptions. Every neighborhood moves the same. Past appreciation guarantees future results. Timing matters more than strategy. It doesn't. Understanding buyer behavior, inventory, pressure, and resale patterns at the neighborhood level matter more far than headlines or online rankings. And I'm going to give you guys, I promised you in the beginning, I'll give you a few little gems. And that's going to be the St. George area. You're going to have Lone Farms, which is kind of a newer community. It's established, but kind of a newer one. And that area has a pool, walking ability to some restaurants and a grocery store, and a big lanyard for that is going to be, they're building this huge shopping mall right down the road from it, so that is going to bring a lot more people into the area. So now is a good time to get in if you're going to get into the area there. Also off of Perkins Road, they have the Oak Brook 2, and you just really cannot beat that location. And the houses there start out around $1 million in that location. But you can always call, text, DM me, schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. My link is going to be in the description below for the consultation and all of my information. I would love to help you and your family when you're making the move to the Baton Rouge area.